please allow me to introduce to you the all-new 2021 992 generation 911 Turbo S in striking paint-to-sample Meissen Blue. The Meissen Blue paint color is undeniably gorgeous, but is also one of the very few shades which made an appearance in the original 356, adding to the cool factor even more. The color was only available from 1957 until 1959, and was named for the German town made famous for its porcelain, much of it in a similar shade, and often described as some of the finest in the world. This particular Turbo S also boasts some other very nice touches, courtesy of Porsche exclusive manufacturer. And we will get to those in a moment, but first allow me to describe just a little about the all-new Turbo S. We'll command the vehicle via this GT steering wheel, which is a slightly smaller diameter to offer a little bit more control of the car. And we do have multiple functions. The right-hand side will operate the 5-gauge instrument cluster, and on the left-hand side we'll have our volume control as well as our voice recognition button. Here at the 4 o'clock position, we'll have our drive selector where we can choose wet, normal, sport, sport plus, or individual. And we'll have our 12 o'clock position marked on the steering wheel, which certainly shows our racing heritage as well. It's contemporary and clean, yet pays homage to our predecessors in the best way. You'll see design elements from the 930, the 964, and even the 993. A 5-gauge cluster, these smooth, flat lines on the dash, and even the shelf that may look familiar from previous models. This here is trimmed out in matte carbon fiber. You'll also see the matte carbon fiber here in the center console and on the door trim. At first glance, it's abundantly clear the car is wider than before. Though all 992s are now wide body, this car is 1.8 inches wider still than any current Carrera, giving it an incredibly aggressive and menacing stance, as well as increased stability. Its styling cues inside and out pay respect to its predecessors, yet also bring this car into the next decade in the very best way, with contemporary, evolutionary styling that remains true to our founding principles of simplicity and form following function. The interior has deviated leather seat centers in chalk to tie in with the deviated stitching of the same color, and to contrast the black leather otherwise absolutely beautifully. The seat belts you'll also find in chalk. Here you see the 911 Turbo S exclusive design wheels, painted in high gloss black, which will offer a marvelous contrast with a light colored blue. The rear side air intakes are also painted in high gloss black for a consistent theme. Of course, the sport exhaust is also including tailpipes painted in black. The underdoor puddle lights will illuminate where you're stepping when you exit the vehicle in Porsche script, but also remind others what you're driving in case they weren't sure. So imagine a free fall. It would take you roughly 2.7 seconds to reach 60 miles an hour. The 21 Turbo S, well, Car and Driver did it in a mere 2.2 seconds, a full half a second quicker than a free fall, and 0.4 of a second quicker than Porsche published. Not impressed? How about this? It takes just 0.9 of a second to get to 30 miles an hour and only 5.3 to get to 100 miles an hour. The quarter mile, nearly 10 seconds flat at 10.1 and at a whopping 137 miles per hour. Good things the brakes are a little bigger at 0.4 of an inch larger for a total of 16.5 inches. By the way, this car will stop from 70 miles an hour in just 139 feet. It has been a pleasure showing you this very special exclusive 911 Turbo S. My name is James Janowitz, and if I can assist you in any way, I am at your service. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, be a champion.